What do you have to say regarding that?
You see, there were three specific issues that were raised by the BJP MP, Shri Mahtab ji, when he made his press meet today. Firstly, he mentioned that the BJD and our leader, Shri Naveen Patnaik ji, is supporting the Cockroach Janata Party. That is completely incorrect. I want to put the record straight. Naveen Babu and the Biju Janata Dal are not supporting the Cockroach Janata Party. Naveen Babu and Biju Janata Dal are supporting the student movement, the student protests that have emanated primarily because of the NEET paper leak that has happened and the demand for justice and accountability that is emanating. Second issue that he has raised is that resignations cannot be demanded offhand like this, and resignations are not given in like this, and Naveen Babu tenure, it was not seen. I want to put the record straight again. During Naveen Babu's tenure as Chief Minister, more than 32 ministers were either sacked or removed or resigned from their respective ministerial positions based on accountability and other issues. So therefore, to say that during Naveen Babu's time there was no accountability is completely incorrect. The third aspect, he said that, look, the violence by the student protesters has not been condemned. Biju Babu, Naveen Babu and the Biju Janata Dal, the ideology that we follow is of non-violence. And any violence meted by anyone is wrong. But we saw the kind of excessive force that was used by the police on the student protesters yesterday. Can that be justified? That is what we are calling out for. If there has been any violence by the student protesters, that is equally condemnable. And I don't think the students who are the rightful NEET students have ever indulged in it. Maybe some antisocial elements or other people with vicious motives, or even other people might be, that the police is investigating and the law will take its course. But that does not justify the excessive force and violence that we saw against the protesters yesterday. That is all that Naveen Babu has said. And therefore he has demanded accountability. He has demanded that the NEET issue be debated and discussed in the parliament, and that the Minister, Mr. Pradhan, resign. These are the three specific areas. There's nothing more to it. But to allude and make such strong accusations against Naveen Babu by Shri Mahtab is extremely unfortunate.
This brings me to the last question, Dr. Patra, talking about the statement has come from Union Minister Kalinga that the government is ready to discuss the NEET paper leak issue. What's your understanding of this whole situation right now? Now the government is willing to talk, because we have seen in the past in the parliament it has been stalemate for the past 2 days. Now,
you see, if the government wants to have a discussion, let them list a business. The government has every right to list the business. So tomorrow at 2 o'clock, they can list the business and say we are having a discussion on NEET. And if any political party has anything to say on NEET, please come at 2 o'clock tomorrow and let's discuss it. Keeping it in the air also gives opportunity for various other parties to probably have a trust deficit. So therefore, if I was to give a prescription to the government from an opposition party, is fix a date and a time for the discussion, probably tomorrow or day after, even if it's a private member's day, and ask and put the opposition on the table and say, look, this is the time, this is the date, come for a debate, we are ready. I think that clarity has to come from the government. Once it comes, the onus will come back on the opposition parties.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you.